Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be all things thrifted versus styled. We're going to be thrifting together, doing a thrift flip on a beautiful coffee table. We're going to be doing styling with only thrifted items. I have a thrift haul to share with you. Also a little mini thrift flip in my bathroom. So lots happening in today's video, really just to inspire you to think outside the box. Check your local thrift stores because you can really create a beautiful home on a budget using thrifted items. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's jump right in. The first thing I wanted to do in today's video is take you all along with me to the thrift store. I went thrifting a couple days ago and saw some really great things, and I know you all love coming along with me to thrift stores. So I'm going to take you all along with me now. Then we'll come back here. I'll share with you what I actually took home, and then we'll continue on with all of the fun things happening in today's video. So let's head to the thrift store now and see what we can find. When I walked in the store, I was so happy to see this Christmas aisle is starting to fill up. I love this. Cannot wait to get into the Christmas spirit. I know it's early, but a girl can just get excited, right? I thought this mug was adorable. And I was just looking and perusing. I actually didn't buy anything from this Christmas section, but I just thought that a couple of these things were really pretty and also just shows you some of the different things that you can find. I have found some beautiful vintage Christmas decor at thrift stores, some of my most prized collection I have thrifted, and it's such a great place to look for Christmas or any season decorating. Over in the candle section, I thought that this was really beautiful and very unique. Great price point too. I'm thinking you would put a larger votive candle in here. You'll have to let me know. I'm also looking at it thinking it would be a really pretty vase too. Also loved this one. I thought the color of the glass was really pretty. When I turned it over, I saw it was from IKEA. And just looking through, always have my eye out for pieces like brass or anything that is unique. Also natural soy candles too. I love to thrift because they can be very expensive. Made my way over to the floral basket section. I saw those cute that pair of shoes. I thought that was adorable. Someone must have changed their mind. I did not get lucky with the florals. I have the last couple of times. You would have seen that in my last few videos, but this time there wasn't really any florals that I loved. I did find some really great baskets, and I wanted to show you this. I have one of these in my family command center. I recently shared that. Actually, it feels like recent, but it wasn't. But this is a great way to charge and have a command center for devices using one of those baskets. Drill some holes and you can have the wires coming straight from the basket, and it just makes it neat and tidy and organized, and everyone knows where their stuff is, which is really helpful. I found this really pretty vase and I thought it was so beautiful and very unique. I also loved that planter. I loved the shape of it. I just didn't love the design on the front. I really liked the shape of this planter. I think this would be so pretty styled on a shelf. If you wanted to give it more texture, you could paint it, add a little baking soda. Also, if you want to dull down the shininess, I sometimes just add a little bit of matte Mod Podge. That's another little trick. If you have anything that you just don't love the sheen on, add some Mod Podge. Since I was going to be styling the table, I knew I wanted a coffee table book. I was looking for a warm color and struck gold. I found this beautiful Tuscan inspired book, and what I like to do is just scan through the book section and kind of look past the jacket, and usually because they're older you can see the coloring of the spine, and look for a font and of course a title that I would enjoy to have in my home. And it's such a great way to add really beautiful decor. I hope you enjoyed thrifting along with me. I brought home a couple things, kind of thinking fall in mind and Halloween, which I decorate for fall, so I love to bring in all the pumpkins, all the fall florals that will be coming up in the next couple of videos. And I also love to decorate for Halloween, but I kind of do a hybrid between fall and Halloween, so a Falloween, if you would. So I love to use just my favorite things, like old vintage things, anything I can bring in just to make it like feel a bit spooky, but I don't like it to be scary. And I still like to incorporate what I've just decorated for fall as well. So that's kind of my theme for this time of year, is kind of I decorate for fall and then I have this hybrid for Halloween. So with that in mind, I did pick up a couple things and also some things to style on the table that we're going to be doing a little DIY thrift flip on. But starting off, I found this really beautiful little vintage vase. So beautiful. I think it's a vase. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought this was perfect for a single stem, and I don't have anything like it. I love the patina on it. Beautiful. And the price. The last couple of times I've thrifted, the pricing has been awesome. So I picked this up for $2.99. Of course, I had my 20% off coupon. And I thought this was perfect for that Halloween kind of, I'm picturing it. I have some other kind of old things that I bring out for Halloween, and I'm picturing it with like a single like dark red rose, and just, I love it. And also I can use it any time of year, but I thought specifically for my Halloween decorations, I think this will be so beautiful to add. So I love this. And then for the coffee table styling, I wanted to again pick up some deeper, just richer items to use on my coffee table. So I found, like I showed you in the thrifting portion of the video, I found this beautiful coffee table book. I love the color. It's warm, but yet it's not too dark. I just think it's so pretty, and I loved the brass writing. I love the font, and I also will enjoy this book. It's all about Tuscan living. Doesn't want to have a peek at this every once in a while. So I love this. And another little tip is when you have coffee table books, you can also cut out a beautiful image and you can add it to a thrifted frame. You can do a little Mod Podge on it to give it some texture. So many options. So coffee table books are good for not only styling, adding height, anchoring items, but also to use for its images. So lots of things to do with that. And I picked this up today for $2. And then the last thing I found for coffee table styling, I just cannot stop myself with pieces of stone. I don't know why I love them. I have so many things like this, but I don't have anything this rich in color. And I thought that this would be absolutely beautiful to use right now for fall styling, and then also into my Halloween decorating. I just think it's beautiful, and you could use this for so many things. These are always in the thrift stores, but you could hold your essential oil and have it near your diffuser. You could have it in your bathroom and put like your favorite like lipsticks in it. You could also, the way I will use it is with some matches and have it beside a candle. I just think it just creates such an elegant look for such a small price. And it's so substantial, which I love finding really nice heavy pieces at the thrift stores. So this was only $3.99. So happy to have it. And that is all that I picked up today at the thrift store. Now I'm gonna turn the camera around and we're gonna do some thrift flips. I have a couple different ones to share with you, and then we will do some styling as well. So I hope you enjoy this portion of the video. Let's do it now. The first thrift flip I have to share with you is really simple. I found this beautiful frame at a thrift store a couple of videos ago. I found it for $5.99. Of course, I had my 20% off coupon, but I absolutely loved it. And as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly where I wanted to use it in my kids' bathroom. I want to just elevate that space. So I found this free image that I will leave in my description box. I printed it off at my local photo store, and voila, I have this beautiful vintage inspired piece of art in my kids' bathroom, and this is going to be the starting point of me really refreshing this space. Okay, for our next thrift flip, I thrifted this table for $14.99. I absolutely loved the style of this table. I loved the simplicity of it. I just wasn't a fan of the very orange top. So I decided I was going to try my best to preserve as much of the original table as I could, but just get rid of some of that thick orange color. So I simply used a can of oven cleaner. I used Easy Off, the fume-free one, and I just applied a nice even coat all around this table, and I let it sit for about a half an hour. And then I went in and I scrubbed it. I scrubbed and scrubbed as much as I could to get off that thick stain and the coating on the table. I wanted to reveal the original like teak color, again, without it being so orange. I know that that's not for everybody, and some of you probably love the original table, but just to fit in my space, I still wanted that beautiful tone, but I just didn't want that like thick lacquer on it, if that makes sense. So I went over and just gave it a really good scrub, and then I sprayed it off. I let it dry, and then I repeated this process 3 times. It took a really long time, but it revealed this beautiful, beautiful color. I love this. It's still warm. It still has character. And I love how the oven cleaner doesn't strip it 100%. I feel like it still gives it that kind of old, worn look. And with a rug in here, I think this table is going to be perfect. I also want to get a couple chairs. So lots that is coming up in this space, but for now, let's decorate the table and give it some style. I am going to be using some coffee table books, as you see, and everything you're going to see in this video is thrifted. So that beautiful piece of stone, I thought this was perfect because it has all of the tones, and I like to use pieces that kind of pull everything in. So in that stone, you see black and you see warm brown, you even see some green, which I'm loving this fall. And I just loved it. So I have that there on the stack of books, and then I use that marble piece or stone piece with some matches, so some nice warm wood there, and then a thrifted cloche. You can find cloches like in the dozens at the thrift store, so always something that I like to thrift. Over on the other side, I used a wicker tray, again thrifted, and I like to mix shapes, so I have rectangle and circles happening on the table. I feel like it just adds visual interest. I also like to mix heights, so I went in with a clear glass vase and then these beautiful eucalyptus stems that I thrifted a few weeks ago. I absolutely love them. Again, green. I'm loving green, but it has this beautiful kind of warm tone in it. I love how it has the seeds on it. It's such a beautiful floral, and I love it. I'm still finishing off my coconut candle. This will all probably change a little bit once I start decorating for fall, but I'm just finishing it off and holding on to summer just a smidge. I also added those beautiful brass coasters. I love those. Those are some of my favorite things I've ever thrifted. And then I realized I needed just a little bit of height, so I did find some books to use for styling as well that also thrifted. So I went in, lit my candle, and here is the final look. Just simple and, to me, beautiful. And again, just the power of thrifting. All of these items I found sitting on a shelf, brought into my home, and was able to really create something that I love. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I am so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.